Hello and welcome. You're watching The Money Show, and let's talk about health insurance. We all know that health insurance premiums are going up, and the premiums are going up from 25 to 50%. Now, what's the reason behind it? Is it just the premiums that are going up, or are you also getting a policy that's much more feature packed and you have a lot of more benefits out there? Also, it's the new financial year. It's time to renew your health insurance policies, and maybe if you don't have a life insurance plans, you might want to have that as well. So, what all should you be looking at into your insurance portfolio with rising premium cost and with availability of feature packed policies? What is the right choice for you? How do you decide that particular decision, a very crucial decision as far as financial planning is concerned? Let's talk more on this. I have with me Mr. Sanjeev Bajaj, Joint Chairman and MD Bajaj Capital. Good evening, Sanjeev, and welcome to the show. So clearly, health insurance premiums are going up, and the reports are claiming 25 to 50% of increase. And we've seen this happening since the pandemic, when there has been a lot of awareness about health insurance and this kind of a protection cover. But then talking about rising premium, is it just the premium that's going up, or there are more add-ons in the health insurance policies also which customers are getting a benefit out of?
It's a combination of both, but it will be very difficult for me to say that it's only due to increase in benefits or improvement in benefits. We have to understand in India the health inflation is about 14%. So that means every year the cost of health treatments are going up by 14%. There's an 18% GST on health insurance spends, most of them. So point is that is actually causing the claims to go up. And whenever for an insurance company, the claims go up, or, when they do their planning, they look at it, okay, if a person gets this ailment, what is going to be the corresponding price of the treatment? That is increasing, and that's the main cause for, the premiums to increase. Yes, there are some very interesting new plans out there, but that doesn't mean that they are more expensive. That makes them the interesting plans. So it is time that you should review your health insurance, because there are some plans which are very value for money, have beautiful benefits, like till you don't make a claim, your premium doesn't increase, and there are a lot of other interesting benefits on the new products. But then you have to see, is your product now outdated? Is it old? Is it giving you the best coverage? Is it the best value for money? And it's about time that you need to start reviewing your health insurance every at least 3 to 5 years.
All right. So talking about people who want to renew their health insurance policy, how should they look at doing this? Time to port your policies. Is it the time to buy a top-up and a super top-up just in case you want a cost-effective option? According to you, what would be the right strategy? Assuming that one has a very plain vanilla health insurance coverage, and we are looking at a lot of feature-packed policies these days. Do you think it's advisable to buy a comprehensive plan which is feature-packed? Or do you think one can just buy a top-up plan or a super top-up and still have the kind of coverage that you're looking for?
Yeah, both are not replacements for each other. So point
Sure.
is, let me first start by saying that, look, it's today porting is much better and much more easier. So, over a period of time, IRDA has been coming out with regulations and changes which make porting much more fairer, easier, and your interest much better protected. Like, let me take an example that earlier it was said that if you had insured with a company for 7 years, then from 8th year, then your claim will not get rejected. Now, IRD has come up with a clarification that they have brought this 8 years down to 5 years. That after 5 years, there's no reason, unless you have lied on your application form, your claim should not get rejected, and this will be applicable even if you port your policy. The continuity benefits have been improved. So my point is that don't be scared of porting your policy. If you have bought a policy, you must remember at that time there was very limited choices available. And over a period of time, new policies have come out which offer you a much, much better coverage. Like, for example, and another fallacy, let me tell you, a lot of people are carrying a 3 lakh, 5 lakh policy. But if you upgrade it to a 20, 30 lakh policy, which is what is required minimum today, the cost doesn't double or triple. the cost may go up by maximum 30 to 50%. And as you had very rightly mentioned, that there is a concept of super top-ups. So you can also buy a super top-up to increase your 25, 30 lakh cover to 1 crore. But you must understand that whenever you buy an add-on cover, it has its own set of limitations. So what we like to recommend that if your base plan is big enough, that's the best. But you must review the products and you must try to buy a comprehensive, because you know health is the most important thing. Now, when you have a claim, you're not feeling well, or somebody in the family members is not feeling well, you don't want to spend your time trying to figure out benefit X, Y, let me go here, let
Sure.
me do this. You just want convenience. So even if you're paying 1 or 2 thousand rupees extra, it's better to have that convenience. So and today,
Totally.
today you must.
Totally. I mean, this is the reason why you have health insurance. That's one of the best form of investment that you should be doing for yourself and for your family members. One last question to you. So you mentioned about porting being very easy and flexible these days, but what are the things that one should be keeping in mind? And when you are porting your health insurance policy or that product, would you have to go through the drill of getting a health insurance test again, because you might be having some pre-existing diseases which might have been covered in the existing health insurance policy? Will it be ported as it is, or you will have to do a new drill, just like signing up a new contract?
Yeah, the most important thing in porting, and which most of the people make a mistake, is when you port a policy, make sure when you get the new policy, you have to check, and it should say that this policy is ported from your old policy. Now, a lot of times, porting has lesser commission. So a lot of agents and others will buy you a new product rather than porting. So that is the first thing that you need to be careful of. That when you port your policy, your new policy should mention it is ported. And second is when you port a policy, you have to give a new health declaration. So if you have any pre-existing diseases or you have added on any existing diseases, then you have to mention that, and the insurance company will take a call whether they want to accept that port or they don't want to, or they may charge a very small additional premium. So at least you have an assurity that, look, when I bought my original product, I didn't have diabetes. Now I have diabetes, and I feel I should improve my product policy from 5 lakh rupees to maybe 30 lakh rupees. So, so they will say, okay, when they port it, and if they accept that they port, they'll say 5 lakhs, up to 5 lakhs, no conditions. Above 5 to 30 lakhs, there is a 2-year waiting period for diabetes related ailments, or they may say there's an X amount of extra premium. But it's better to do that and be very, very clear. And I also like to tell all the clients that whenever you are talking about health insurance, please give your requirements in writing to your broker or agent, so you know what you have told him and you have a proof
Right.
of that. Look, this is my product I want. This is my health condition. Please make sure
Sure.
this is communicated. So if you have
Sure.
that, and if somebody missells, then you are protected.
All right, all right. Thank you so much for being on the show today with us, Sanjeev, and helping our viewers take the right decision as far as the health insurance policy is concerned. Thank you so much.
Thank you.